everybody, and welcome back to the Ravens Review videos.
Are you trying to kill me? Jesus.
Seriously, wasn't that bad. I'm starting.
I noticed.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Ravens Reviewing videos. Well, as you noticed last time, it wasn't Chris Whitehouse in Whitehouse Investigations live, but I got a message from Chris himself asking me to do the edited version because he thought it was pretty boring, the live version, because nothing much happened in the beginning, which I was not agreeing completely with because there was a lot happening in my eyes. But hey, requests, I'll do them. So, Chris, I'm going to review the edited version. So, guys, join me, see what he has, and I'll, of course, put the live link underneath the description. And, yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, because it's review time. Let's go.
Hello, this is me setting up. What I wanted to do was put on the house. So that's without streaming. It's doing that noise again that it did last time. I don't know why. I don't get it.
That's usually. I had some. Me. I bought some new trousers from. Cool.
Yeah.
What's that?
Again.
She just broke the house.
Yeah, you just turned it on. You want to just turn it on?
No, no one's touched it. Cool.
That's weird.
Love it.
By the way, Chris asked me to start where I stopped, but I don't think that's possible because now I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this bit, so I'm going to review it from start to bottom. It's still an hour and 10 minutes, but it's fine by me.
So, everybody, we started this 3 weeks ago. It was a little bit painful for me seeing it move because I was the only one who was going to be the pusher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we did see this
it moved
bit.
far more than I liked. You know, I was quite breathy before I started. I was like, actually, am I doing,
Yeah.
am I doing the right thing here? But I thought it was okay. But we have to do a clean slate. We don't know what comes in because you're here.
Yeah. We're at Chrissy's house, if anyone wasn't aware. And it's sort of like an experiment, isn't it? To see if we can get stuff in a house that isn't known to be haunted, I suppose is the top and tail of it.
Yeah, people worry about, oh, I messed about with the Ouija board at home and it's opened a doorway. Well, we'll try to find out whether that's true. I mean, I think we're pretty secure in what we do.
Yeah, but you're a bit brave because this is your house and you know, when we're gone, it's just you.
Yeah, that's the bit when you're on your own, and for about 3 minutes.
Is he on his own?
Well, yeah, that's true. Are you not on your own?
Yeah. Well, we got 4 spirits last time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a V, possibly. Yeah, it was a Vera, but not the Vera I thought it was. And there's a Q. Now, Q's come up in the past, and I know the long version of that Q.
Okay.
But I don't know the relevance. I just that's because it's such a rare letter to come up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have something in the back of my head.
Once you shut down and everything, when you're on your top, did you literally just forget about it then? Or like when you went to bed, did you still feel like you wanted
It's
to
always
call
in the back
out
of your
or
mind, and
whatever?
I was very much doing the like, I'm going to watch some cartoons now. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
7-year-old. Yeah, I went straight into sort of YouTube mode. I've been watching some YouTube videos, but it's all. Did it flash? So yeah, basically, I settled myself down within minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes maybe, and I actually felt a sense of calm afterwards through the night. if I was awake.
Did you
I
have
was
good
like-
sleep?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I get the old man wee in the middle of the
Yeah.
night because I've had that before where
By the way, I actually love the switching of the frames. Although in the beginning it was pretty fast, and I have no idea why you did that, but that was for me personally a bit too fast as to the switching parts. But now it's actually perfectly fine, and it's actually on cue. Because when Chris was starting to sit down, the camera changed, so you could see him talking about it.
potentially Sam was on
So
the
good job.
Spirit was on the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, none of that. I thought they were nice.
I have the
you know.
feeling it's not
They
loud
went
enough
with
for
a little
me.
girl.
See, not loud.
But completely irrelevant tonight.
There we go.
I thought, what's
Ah, it's a lot better.
what we need to find out.
Yeah.
This is gonna do what it did last time I tested it earlier. Right, any energies? Okay. So yeah, somebody moved it. I'm sorry, we're now paying attention. I have other things to think about, but I'll focus on you now. Spirit, thank you for being so patient with us. We're just getting a feel for this moment.
Oh, draft.
Really?
I felt some
Straight
on
across
my
there.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As it started moving then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite humid in here, isn't it? Quite warm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spirit. That's great.
I instantly feel like I know this person.
Hmm. Okay.
So I don't know if we've spoken to you before.
Yes.
Is everyone round the table? Have you met everyone before?
Actually curious to know what she wrote down. I hope we're gonna see that in the end.
Draft.
Yeah. Yes. Great.
Getting back to the middle. So the other play. Draft again.
Anything at that time.
That makes
So
more
it's coming from this
sense.
side.
Hmm. Oh, I got one.
Oh.
Oh, was that?
There.
I can feel it.
It's
yeah.
like somebody's literally just blowing on my hand.
Great. Thank you.
No, can't read it,
I'm
sorry.
not getting it anywhere else. It is literally just there. Again, the blowing is like it's in different places.
Hmm.
So it's not like my hand's just there. It happened as my hand were over there.
That was
They've
us,
met
don't
us
we?
all.
Yeah.
Maxis, yeah.
But don't make sense we've all.
Hmm. We did speak to you. Yeah. I don't remember.
The only place it must have been then is right up the top.
The top
because we
floor.
split up, didn't we? We
Yeah.
didn't do the basement.
No.
People say that a Ouija board is, a terrifying tool and dangerous, and people then say that the yes/no table is less dangerous. Do you agree with that? Okay.
So
Can we go to the Ouija board? Are you happy to use the Ouija board? Yes. Can you still hear me all right? Yes. How many spirits are in this house? 3.
how many spirits are usually in this house?
4. Yep. That's what we got.
Oh.
That's what we got last week.
Oh, right, okay.
Last week.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Nice. Okay.
I have the
So
same
it's the
problem.
Ladies.
My team has the same problem.
What's your reasoning for coming through? Can you spell something?
That thing screaming. The gauss.
D? R?
Oh, that's the dragon part.
A? G? O? Dragon. Okay. So, who are you? I need your name. What I would know as. G? R? A? N? I've gone cold. That's the code word.
What with?
That is the secret code word. That it's
Really?
just yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was my granny who just passed, wasn't it?
And you had a word that she...
Yeah, I had a word with my code word with my family, thinking, well, dragon's never going to come up, and it almost come up last time.
Wow.
Oh, so what did you say you got Vera through last week?
A Vera, but not that Vera, yeah.
Oh,
and I was
right.
like, okay, give me the code word, and it went D, R, A, and then went off or something, and I was like, oh, close. I'm going to have to come up with a new one now,
So-
obviously. Who were you keen to meet?
Or it was the same, but I didn't watch it completely, so I'm just gonna tell you my theory in this one. It was the same. It just wasn't enough energy and power to move the planchette to finish the word, because it could have been. Now I know for a fact that this is going to turn way different than was supposed to happen, if I'm correct. Yeah, because this was not his grand, if I'm correct. But I don't know what's going to happen next. So we're gonna watch and we're gonna see. But it could have been your grandma or granny. You never know. It could just be the energy that wasn't enough because you were alone.
F? Any more? Come on, use that energy. FR. E. D.
Would you be able to tell us how old you were when you passed?
Whoa! I didn't expect that. That gave me a bit of a shudder. That was good.
I've done that for ages.
85. Incorrect.
Yeah.
So either you're not, but if you're not who you say you are, then how did you get the code word? Question mark.
Have you spoken to us before?
This one
Came back to the middle.
Chris.
What's the name of the second person around the table that you've spoken to before? A, B.
It just caught me off guard a bit, that.
Yeah.
Straight out the gate, pretty much. I thought, well, why is that ever going to come up?
Yeah. Well, it won't, would it really?
No.
I would
But
probably
why
have the
would
same.
They knew that word
Although I have to admit, I would love to do a Ouija session with these guys.
would be relevant.
Yeah.
Or unless she shared it. I mean, maybe she said, oh, if I talk to my grandson. Do you know what I mean? Okay, S, A. So Sam. How was Sam?
I just think if he is constantly around
Yeah,
You.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
and
He would know that.
if you knew she was potentially going to pass, he was there when you had a conversation.
Do you agree that the board itself is kind of irrelevant? Yes. Hello. Oh, that's very polite. Thank you. Hello. Hello to you. Who are we speaking to then?
No.
Who are we speaking to now, please? E. M. M.
Emma.
Emma. Okay. We got, yeah. Doesn't ring any bells. Nice to meet you, Emma.
What made you know we were doing this?
P. E. A. C. E.
Peace.
You come from a place of peace. And if I was stood in that place, what would I see?
Good question.
E. T. H. E. Ether. That's what we got.
Oh, we've had that before.
Yeah. That is how they described it, as the ether. The in between the ethereal.
But
Spirit
if
world.
you have that piece in there, why would you come here?
I mean, I can't talk for them,
No.
but I have a theory.
Oh.
I
See?
think you're getting the answer right now.
Why? Cry.
You heard one? Or
I think she heard
you were
someone cry.
crying?
I think she's gone. Where is she? No, she's not.
Do you miss being on our plane, on alive? Right. But you're in a place of peace and yet you were crying. So you still have feelings. So you visit our side. Yes. Is there a time limit on how long you can spend here when you do come in visitation? Or do you just come for as long as you want?
That's both nice and scary, depending on the type of spirit. To know that they can stay as long as they want.
Yeah. But what about energy though? Surely you need to... Do you need to gather energy?
Those are very, very good questions.
But you don't eat? No. E M O T I O N. Emotion? Emotions.
Do you get energy from people's emotions?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because crying obviously is an emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an energy.
So do they need to like absorb, be around someone who's feeling a specific emotion to absorb it, and then they can be here more?
Do you think that's why the negative attachments attach people who are depressed and down and...
Yeah.
Agreed.
They're sort of... You get powered by emotions.
Yep.
The emotional energies. Yes. Does that also go for happiness though? Is happiness a strong emotion that you can feed off? Yes. Is sadness and despair a stronger... Oh, sorry, 1989. So still that's fairly modern. A lot of people say, why do spirits all come from 15th century? It's like, they're not, most of ours don't.
No.
1989. Sorry, was that born or died, did you say?
Born. Can you tell us what year you died?
2 0 0 9. So you're over there crying. Are you? Is there something that you want put right? You a sense of loss to do with something.
Could you tell us how you died? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Stomach.
Not my stomach.
Oh.
E.
I tend to have the same problem with my stomach. As soon as I start an investigation, even the worst is when I am doing an EVP session and everybody has to be quiet, and then one of our stomachs is growling, of course.
L T belt. W A R D
What?
R O B wardrobe.
Oh, I think it was spelling out what ward they were. Ward.
So we are talking. You took your life in a wardrobe. Now that you have passed over, did you see that you've had any lives before this one? Before the one we're talking about? Yes.
Reincarnation.
4. Okay.
Nice.
So how long do you think it will be before you come back again in a body? 5, but you will choose to come back. Yes. And have you been tutored? Oh, mind you, surely in that phase now you will remember the rules. So you're quite familiar with the rules of coming onto Earth, onto our plane. Yes. And it seems that you come here as a lesson, as a test, as a challenge even. A challenge to evolve from the learning
I still have that
Is
feeling,
fair?
exactly that
So
feeling.
does that mean that because you took your life, did you essentially fail that test? Did you bail out too soon? Yes. But does it still count towards your maximum existences? You know, have you spent that now? Yeah.
I would have. I think that's quite controversial, isn't it? Because I would have thought that to come here and live a life that drives you to do that would be
I thought the same.
like, you know,
That's part of the process.
yeah, like that's a. It sounds weird, but it's an achievement to go through that.
Yeah,
Even though
you've
you
experienced
yeah.
your worst life. That's like
and
a
you made the choice
Yeah.
to leave. Like to me, that's like
one
not.
of the ways of living, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say someone was weak for doing that.
Mm.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because from what we understand, you can choose when you come back. Are you choosing to stay where you are?
Yes.
Okay. Is it harder to get closure when you've left the world the way that you did?
Yes.
Is there something that we can help you with to get closure?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us what that is? As simply as you can.
L I S T E. Listen.
Okay. Can you spell out what you need on the board for us? Any message?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
T E L L D A N. Tell Dan.
Okay, what do you want us to tell Dan?
What shall we tell Dan? H E D I D N T. On this.
He didn't.
He didn't. E V E didn't ever. M O V E O N. He didn't ever move on.
Is that right? He didn't tell. Was it Dan?
Dan.
He didn't ever move on. Yeah. Is there any more?
H E N E.
The only thing I'm waiting for now, what was his last name?
E need. He need. Z. He need.
Needs.
T.
Move on.
Oh, he needs with a Z to. He needs to. He needs to. He needs to. Yes. He needs to
Tell.
move on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He needs to move on. So Dan is stuck somewhere. Dan's a spirit who is stuck somewhere on our plane. No.
He's
Now
alive.
you wait. Sorry to interrupt, but can you just clarify this? He needs to. He's alive and he needs to move on. He needs to forget about your suicide. Yes.
Okay.
R O W E R O W E. Dan Rowe. It's a while since he passed, but what town did he live in? A S H B Ashby.
Ashby,
Isn't it Ashby de la Zouche or something? Wasn't that a place?
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard
In
of that?
England.
Yeah.
Della Douche.
It
Still a Zeus.
Ashby de la Zouche, isn't it?
Probably twins.
Nottingham
France.
area.
B.
I do have to say, in England, they do have very, for me, weird places, weird name places. Because some of them are like, excuse me, what? Or God bless you.
L I N K. Blink. 182. Blink
Blink
182.
182.
What? That's the sort of music. Is that what I might find on his profile? All right. What about?
When he said blink, I was like, what?
Yeah. Do you feel better for telling us that and us listening? Yes.
Cool.
Well, that's good. 3, 5. Yes. He's 35 now. Who's this, please? It's a new spirit.
Never had this before. It's usually
Circles,
circles, isn't
yeah.
it?
Mm.
Squares now.
I H U R. I hurt F V. Yes, I hurt F V. Is F V a person? This is the Gauss. That is the Gauss meter. It measures electrics, and so that's picking up some sort of electrical wave, you know, EMF. It's just sat on my shelf. We're what, 5-6 foot away? Okay.
Frank.
Oh, Frank. Frank Evernon.
Frank
Vernon.
Oh, Frank Vernon. Did they say
Sorry, guys.
FV?
Take a drink.
Yeah, I thought so.
I heard FV.
I heard FV. But you are FV. No.
Sorry.
Why did you,
I
how
had
did
to.
you just get that FV then? That's Frank Vernon. Or did you just spell it?
It just
Just
said
spell it.
I heard FV, and then
And then
it
spell
spelled out Frank.
Frank Vernon.
Vernon.
Are you willing to give your name as you heard this Frank Vernon? Yes. Oh, right. Maybe not. H A H A. Ha no. C H E L S E A S M I L E. Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah. So
I won't look in, so.
It said Chelsea Smile.
that's a quite barbaric way to kill someone. So how did you know we were doing this? V E R A. Vera. What Vera told you? What exactly did she say? Was it an invite? What, she told you to stay away? Oh, she told you to stay away. Right. Goodbye. Signing out.
Just wanted to say that.
I'm so confused.
Signing out. So yeah, what have we learnt really? The difference between it last time and this time, a lot more people coming from far and wide.
Yeah.
The Gauss did have a lot of blips before. Yeah, the cold breezes, never had that before. That would have freaked me out if I'd had that. I don't know where they'll go. I just think we don't really have lingerers, do we? And so when we close this down, I always feel satisfied that it's closed.
Yeah.
But the question remains, does it?
Mm.
You know. Alright, I'm talking to any spirits who is willing to come forward and help us by moving this around. Yeah? Ooh, nice, thank you. Yes. And you're off, yeah. N A S A R
That's
Nas-
alright.
Nasa.
Is that your name?
Nasa, hi. How have you come from far away? Yes.
Sounds like that.
Where have you come from? E
Egypt.
G Y P T.
Egypt.
Egypt, yeah. Well, that's fantastic, Nasa.
I have no idea, but when I heard the name Nassar, I was like, "Oh, Egypt."
Tell us about life in Egypt. Have you been passed on for a long time? Okay. And how did you find us? Because we're in the UK, we're in England. I know you're not in Egypt technically, but yes. Did it take you long to get here? No. Okay.
No, I believe that spirits can do this and then there, wherever they want to be. That's
So
what I believe.
What was your
personally.
job when you were alive, for example? S
Slave.
T
Oh, not even.
O N E C H I P. Stone chip. Someone who you know.
Chips to stones.
Yeah, stone worker.
Stonemason.
Stonemason, stone worker. Yes. Okay, so what sort of decades were your, year of employment, or your time of employment? Can you pluck a year out that comes to mind?
It depends on when he died, by the way. When he lived.
W. Okay. E. D. I. F. F. E. R. We differ.
We differ.
Well, yeah, your crew all came at, your workmates worked at different times, I guess, but. C. A. L. E. N. Helen. D. A. Calendar.
Oh, their calendar differs.
The Gauss.
Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
How do you what sense do you get
This
on
is
your
amazing.
side
I
of
love
us?
watching this.
What do you know about our team? Do you just follow our light, or do you actually know all sorts? Yes.
Lights. Yeah.
So you don't know our names, for example. You don't know my name, for example. S. O. U. L. N. Soul. A. Soul. N. A. M. Soul. Soul name. Now, I've thought about this before. You know how we all have different lives, so you've got different names, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So do I have an original soul name? Do we all have a name what personifies us at the start? So do you know what my soul name is? Because I don't, obviously. Well, I probably do when I'm dead.
Seriously, Chris.
Y. O. U.
You.
C. A. Y O U C A.
You
You can. N. O. You can N O. You cannot. C. O. M. You cannot. Come. R. E. Rocket.
Comprehend.
You cannot comprehend. Cool. Because
Wow.
well, we
yeah.
might not speak that language. It might be a thought.
So is NASA your last living name or your soul name?
L. A. S. T.
This energy's insane.
Yeah. I. N. A. L. Last final N. A. Yeah.
Last
So,
final.
so that makes sense. How like people come through and say Emma.
Yeah.
It's like, but you're dead. Why are you? Well, I was called Emma. I was called
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve.
Cool.
Whatever. Different lives you have.
Yeah. Have you completed all of your lives? You said final life. Yes.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. What's next for you then? G. U. I. Oh, we've had this before. Haven't we?
Yes, we have. The guide
Yeah.
people.
You can't become a guide until you've completed all your lives.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a promotion. You
That
work
makes
towards
sense.
it.
So for those that are new watching,
That means my great grandpa is finished because he's my guide.
from what we've discussed,
And he's probably
in
looking like, oh
experience is
crap,
that
what is he doing
they
now?
get 7 tries at life, which means you get 8 lives.
7 reincarnations.
7
equals 8
reincarnations,
lives.
so 8 lives, and then when you die after that 8th life, if you've completed everything you need to complete on this earth, then you either become a guide or
G. Remember it.
I have to look into that because that is new to me. Because I didn't know there were a certain amount of lives you had to go through. I thought even if you had only 2 and you were finished, you were finished. But I have to look into that because now I'm very curious to know if that's true.
It's a beings of pure light.
yeah.
Guide.
Guide.
E. Yes.
Okay.
So
Guide,
it's
yes.
his guide. And are you the guide for somebody around this table, or you just seen our light tonight?
Yes, okay.
So you're the guide for one of us?
Two.
2 of us. Are either of those people aware of you yet?
Nope.
No. I didn't realise potentially you could be a guide for more than one person. I would have thought you were. Okay.
But I don't think you're hands on, are you? So you can kind of dip in and out to a bunch of people, couldn't you? You're not meant to interfere, are you? And live
No.
their life. It's like I always think of it as watching over your kids in an exam, doing an exam. Obviously, you would love to go down and help them, but then they're not going to.
Yeah.
Well, my mum did my homework for me, so I've learnt nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are like, why don't you come and help me? It's like, because the point is that you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if whoever around this table, you're here, you're the guide of. In say approximate numbers of years, how soon will that first person become? Will they notice you or be aware of you?
I actually thought she was going to ask, is that person supposed to die soon? I was like, why? No, you didn't want to ask that. Because I was like, no, she's not going to ask that. Is she? And then she didn't. So,
S O U Soul K O W S Soul
Soul knows.
The soul knows.
The soul already knows them.
We've forgotten him because we've come back here.
Yeah.
We're almost on school trips here. You know how we think of the afterlife as the afterlife? It's not the afterlife, is it? This is the afterlife. You're a soul, and then you come to Earth, and you go back and you come to Earth. This is the school trip.
Cool.
Yeah.
We think of this as the thing.
actually
It's
makes
not.
sense.
So it's here with say one of or 2 of us until we pop off. Or move on to another.
So how?
Or
sorry.
obviously with us until we've done all of our levels.
I mean, they're called guides,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they can't do it for us. Like I say, they must.
No.
If you're going to make a real stupid error, maybe they step in. We've all heard of guardian angels and stuff, but you're about
Yeah.
to get hurt if they jump in.
Interesting.
Think there's a new one?
H.
No.
U. M. A.
Human.
N. Human. U. N. G. R. A. Ungra.
I'm grateful.
Ungra. Human ungrateful. Yeah, do we not appreciate the help you're providing? Because we don't know what you're doing there. A-L-L-H O-H-U-M
All humans.
A-N all human.
Or like-
Grateful.
As a whole, are we as humans ungrateful? Is that what you mean? Mm-hmm.
Because we think it's us who are making our choices. I don't know.
I think it's about the bit that Chris told. The fact that when something happens, you are like your spirit guide to your spirit guide towards them. Why don't you help me? Why are you not here? I think that's what this spirit guide means in this regard.
Well, we don't know you're helping us. But yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a thankless task. Surely once we die, we say thank you. Yeah.
I hope so.
O A E open M O R open more.
We need to be more open to their guidance.
Yeah. A N D S E I S E I Z and C's L I F E. Oh, be more open and seize life,
Mm-hmm.
That's good advice.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Very, very
Yeah.
good advice.
So don't be afraid, because that's what
Mm.
normally makes us not live our lives, isn't it? It's fear,
True.
and it's all about overcoming that fear, not to be anxious and just to go for it, right?
Were you open and did you see life when you were on her earth?
Yes.
Is that what makes you a good guide?
E G Y P
Egypt.
Egypt. Yes. I Y Egypt I Y S Egypt I Y S.
Egypt is
Sorry, start again. Egypt what? One more time. I Egypt I am. I don't know. Do we only have one guide then?
no.
And can family members become our guides? That's what we like to think. Yes. So like a committee, we all have a committee then. And can you interfere, as it were? Can you put a physical hand in? Yes.
I'm interested now with the Egypt.
Yeah. How often, how many times would you say an average soul needs your intervention? I mean, I'm sure it varies. 4, average of 4. That's about it. So what? Give me an example of when you have to step in. P. A. T. Path.
When they walk the wrong path.
A. L. T. E. R. Path alter. So when we are going on the wrong path. So is our path predestined in a way? When we come into this life, we are on a path that we should.
So, the Gauss is going mad.
That we should go down. So is there a lesson that we're having to learn, basically? Is that a choice that we've made? Do we say, we're going to do that module? You know, we're going to learn that lesson? Yes.
So the two people that you guide, are they doing okay at the moment?
Good.
You haven't had to intervene yet. Or are you not able to tell us?
Question mark if you can't tell us. Right.
Okay.
I do believe that there's, for the guides, that certain things you just can't tell them because they know way too much already. Especially while talking to a board. Through a board.
I mean, worry
not to a
less.
board, through a board.
Yeah. Live life.
Seize the day.
Seize the day, I guess, yeah. I still don't understand how it. Sorry, go on. 3. R. D. E. Y. E. Third eye. Yeah. Third eye, I've heard of all that, and chakras and all that. So they're onto something. E. G. Yep. P.
Egypt.
Egypt. W. Egypt was I. G.
Right.
H.
Egypt was right.
Oh, I'm losing this.
Egypt was right.
Egypt was right.
Egypt was right. I'll have to look into that. That's a bit.
Like,
Well, they were big believers in the afterlife, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
You know. Yeah.
They
do
believe
you mean
in
like ancient
reincarnation.
Egyptians? That's what we would refer to them as. Yes. Are you one of them? Is that the time period you come from? What we call ancient Egypt?
See, I told you.
That's very interesting. So did you live as a woman once as well? Do we know if this is a man? I'm completely...
That's right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of
I
course,
think
yeah.
it's male, isn't it?
Yeah. So did do you cross genders? Yeah.
So what's made you come?
C. A. T. Well, yeah, cats are big in the Egyptians, aren't they? Yes.
Cats.
What's that?
I'm allergic.
Oh. So why tonight? Why have you made yourself known tonight
Good question.
when we've done this for so
It's
long?
probably necessary for one kind of reason.
Yeah. Oh. E. Open. We're open. The board's open.
The portal is open.
Yeah. S.
Sorta kinda.
E. I.
Seize the opportunity.
Seize. T. H. E. N. I. G. H.
Seize the night.
T. Yeah, seize the day, seize the night. Yes.
I just don't get why after all this time to put that thought into his head tonight.
S. T. A. R. S.
I was just going to say it has to be something with the moon and the stars, the way it stands, the way planets are, and that kind of things.
Stars.
Stars.
That's because Egypt is very much astrology and all that kind of things.
N. O. O. N. Moon.
See, I told you.
Interesting point about gender. Could that be an explanation why people feel they are wrong gender and are attracted to the same gender? Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I was thinking that when
Like
that came through.
we've talked about stains before, haven't we? Haven't we?
Mhm.
Like stains of past lives. So you have issues that aren't related to this life. Yeah, I mean, thank you. How many spirits are here, Nasia? Nasar? 9.
Getting more.
What is the reason that when we're asking for like knocks that we don't get them? E.
Energy.
Yeah. E. Energy, isn't it? Energy. Yes. But somebody earlier was speaking to us about emotional energy. How can we give them more energy? L.
Love.
I.
Oh, not even.
F. E.
Life.
M. U. S. I. Life music. So weird.
Oh man,
Yes.
never heard that before.
No, I thought I was going to say
That doesn't make sense to me.
life must, something, but
Yeah, I did.
life music. It's very poetic.
So is
The gas now sounds like someone is clicking like tick 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 tick.
life music was just talking aloud?
Or do you mean music that they can relate to from their life? I suppose sound is energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Better whack some ABBA on then, haven't we?
Yeah. So chants work, you know, rhythmical drumming, all those things that get used to open up your eye, your third eye, and commune, trance-like, as in specific hertz, like what Nikola Tesla discovered.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I wonder if we played something, see if it makes a difference to anything. If we try and...
Well, what should we play? Help us out. F. R. frequency.
Frequency.
Yeah. A frequency as in one singular tone. Yes. Like what the singing bowl does then, like. What do you want to play it or?
Yeah. Should I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's pulsing and that's pulsing.
So this is helping, whether it's charging the room or charging the board and charging communication, we'll see in a minute. It said 9 spirits are here. Now we don't know whether this sort of thing is meant to charge us, that it's something we can do to energise ourselves, get in the zone. I mean, this does get used, doesn't it, in those
So when my head
Okay.
just moved.
shots.
Do you hear things like this, like, you know, when you're having a massage
Yeah,
and
too.
stuff? And so is it potentially more to aid us in clearing our minds?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting though. So it's good to know. So like meditation, it's right what they say about meditation, listening to soothing music and getting all zen. Actually, it opens you up. It's not dangerous though. You're not opening yourself up to spirit, correct?
Yeah. You ever shiver then?
You put yes. What we are opening ourselves up to spirit. No, it's quite safe
Actually-
to yes. Okay.
Actually, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with this spirit. Because when I listen to that kind of music, I open myself up completely. Maybe it's not with everybody, but to me, I am opening myself up.
So, how many times would you say
Yes, no,
maybe you
yes.
should leave the music running? How many times should we sort of meditate, I'll call it? Like a week? 5. Use a pure hertz tone on YouTube, that's a good idea.
432.
Oh, is it? That's the one, isn't it? I wonder what it is about that tone.
Dunno.
It affected by different frequencies. B, E, C. Which one? B. I don't know. That just seems to have messed up the flow.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I thought it was going to say something like Beck Baby.
Mm.
Oh god.
No. C, H, R, I,
Chris.
Chris, L, U, C, Chris Lucy, H, A, V, E, B, Chris Lucy have B, E, Bean, E, which is it? G, Y, P, T. Chris Lucy have been to Egypt, basically. Have been Egypt. So, Nassar, are we the two that you're watching? Yeah. A, N, D, and Y, O, U, A, and U, A, R, and you are U, S, E, we are used T. We are used to Chris, Lucy, Bean, Egypt, and you are used to H.
Help. Oh, not even.
Hertz.
Ah.
Now, isn't it a case that in some of the Egyptian tombs
Yes.
it creates a tone?
Yeah. Yeah.
They were designed like maybe our air passes through it. Ooh, there is a hum.
There is. I've always wondered if the pyramids were created to make that noise, or if that's just a consequence of the way that they built them, and they didn't know that that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know, but apparently,
So,
yeah.
are you two on a higher level than we are?
Well, I know what my number is.
Yeah.
Do you know what your number is?
Mm.
Shall we go around then?
Yeah.
Nassar, can you tell me what level of lives I'm on, please? 6. That is correct. So, Lucy, can you tell me what level of lives Lucy is? 6.
Okay.
And Jill? 4. And Abby? 4.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Have you been
Okay.
told a different number before?
No.
Or have you?
No.
No, never.
Does that also tie into the aura colours, you know, the colours that we emit? Yeah. Mine seems to change. I think we all change with growth, physical, psychic, and whatever, spiritual growth.
I
Jill
think
would
it must change, like depending on your mood or.
almost, but wait, didn't we forget that it changes? Like if you do something really bad, like murder, it definitely that's one of the things.
Yes,
Like
they say it goes
major,
black then.
it's major things,
Yeah.
isn't it? So does Jill emit a colour to you? Can you see a light coming off of her? Yes. Can you give me some word as to what colour that is? Because she's never been given a colour. Y,
Yellow.
E, L, L. What do we mean by numbers? 1 second, Mickey Mouse.
Yellow.
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 Is that how
Just
Jill
quick.
says?
Correct.
Yellow.
She does as well. Yeah.
Correct, viewers. It's been confirmed over and over again that we are reincarnated 7 times, giving us 8 lives. So when we say what level, that is what we mean.
Yeah.
To live like cat lives.
I need to find
Yeah,
Brennan.
like what we say
Yeah.
cats have. Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that. Except we die in between and then come back. Cats just manage to dodge dying with their 9 lives, don't they?
Yeah, so this is going
True.
back years. What we asked, we found this out in a cellar in Bradford, and we've obviously spent the last 6 or so years, after or more than that, after it, asking other spirits on different nights if that's nonsense, and they've all agreed, and so yeah. I mean, let's try that then.
Look up yellow now.
Mickey Mouse. Right, that's obviously not the real name, but a person through the internet has asked what life number they are on. Can you tell us? It says 2.
2. I wonder sometimes if. Do you know what though?
There's no way of proving it.
I'll be
No.
honest, I have done some like live streams on my own with a Ouija board or whatever, and the board has answered a question that's been on the screen.
I do believe that it works.
And Rowan, I think it was.
Samantha, what level is... Hang on, so Samantha, Ebony and Rowan.
Yeah.
What level is Samantha on? 4.
So,
What level is Rowan on? 3. What about Ebony? 6. What about Kim? 5. What about Jack? 5. Well, I mean,
Wow.
take from that what you will, guys, but yeah. So you know the whole process is that we live on this planet, we go back, and then it's like, right, guys, can you Can I confirm at 3? Nikki, is it 3? Nikki, is Nikki on third? What level's Nikki? 3. And what about that Matt that came up? Matt Mill? 4. Thank you. No, that's not bad. It's just that you're less experienced. You know, you've got two lives under your belt. Well, this will be your second. Cat says to have 9 lives. Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Really?
Wow, actually, thank you.
Lily, what level is Lily on? 5, Lily.
This one's been pretty difficult sometimes. Apparently we do.
I mean,
Cool.
you know, if you followed it, obviously you guys haven't followed us enough for long enough to know this. This is old news here that just keeps coming up. And as we got random numbers, then none of them above 8.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. Yeah.
What does it mean? Well, think of it like an exam. We come here to live and to experience, and that's all about growth. It's hard on Earth. It's hard to live, but through those lessons, your soul learns, hence is evolved. Oh, Lorraine, what level's Lorraine?
Lorraine.
5. Yeah, basically.
Now, of course, I want to know my level.
Before you can progress further, you have to. I often think of it as like karate black belts. You know, well, up to a black belt.
And I'd think of it if I was on like my first or second. I'd think of it more as like, wow, I've got so much opportunity to keep coming back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's fascinating. It's fascinating that we've never had a contradictory spirit say that's nonsense.
Yeah.
You know. But when we come back on this earth, your mind is supposed to get wiped. Obviously, it's like, well, this is a new test.
Yeah.
So it would be no good us coming back and knowing all that we had before. L I N G E
Linger.
that's kind of what I was about to say. M, linger, M, E, M, again, that's what I was about to say. O, R, I, linger, memories. Yeah, I've said it, I call it a stain, but we come back with hang-ups and stuff. Not everything can get perfectly washed away. Look at kids who remember the lives from before. They're, you know, they've said, I used to live before mummy and my parent was this. It's like, yeah, because you can remember.
There's a series, isn't there, called The Ghost Inside My Child?
There is, yeah.
It was on Sky years ago. I don't know. You might have to pay for it.
And they'd take them to Africa, wouldn't they, and say, I used to live here down the street,
Yeah.
and then exactly as they described.
And it's like, they just know
Even the boy who solved his own murder in his past life.
where they're going.
Yeah.
And these kids are like 3, and then there was that one kid that was like, he remembered like a war zone at sea, and he was part of, I don't know, Pearl Harbor, or I don't know what it was, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was Pearl Harbor, if I'm correct.
So that's something to watch. It's
I've
not
seen the
scary,
series.
but yeah, anyone who's interested in learning about past lives or what we know about them so far, that's a really good one to watch.
Sarah Hickman. What level's Sarah Hickman? 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I often think as a kid, you know, I'm one of those people who was like an old soul. I felt like I had a lot of weight on my shoulders, and this just makes me feel so much better. Thinking, yeah, because I've got all sorts of stuff that I've in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know. And I often think, I used to think maybe all those of us who are much more questioning in life are on a higher one, but kind of disproves that.
Yeah.
You know. G O D I S God is I N U I N U. God is in
You.
us.
In us. Oh. Okay.
God is in us.
Somebody asked
Somebody
there.
asked. Yeah.
ask if God exists, and then that's just said God
Oh, right.
is in
I didn't
us.
know that.
That is cool. Very
Check
nice.
files coming down. Can you imagine? Oh. Oh. This
That
makes
is
me
cool.
wonder about as well, like, obviously, these
Ashley,
people.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, Ashley.
No.
So-
Ashley, what level's Ashley? Hold your thought, Lucy. 4. Okay, go.
This makes me think about how I believe that, like, the internet and everything is obviously something that humans have just made up.
Mm.
This to me shows that they're more powerful even than that, to be able to ask, to know who's on the other side of that
Yeah,
question,
exactly.
to be able to answer it. That really
That's
intrigues
actually
Well, they've
very
called
much
that
amazing.
phone the box with loads of eyes, haven't they?
me. Yeah, the box with
Or
eyes.
something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
True.
like, yeah, how do you know? It's us who are ignorant.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
not them who are clever, is it? Well, I mean,
He's agreeing with you.
When you were alive in Egypt and stuff, did you have technology as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Their
Would
technology.
you say it was more advanced than what we have?
Yes.
I've always wondered that because we can't explain a lot of the stuff that they could do.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's a good one. I just started thinking
What,
about
should we
that
ask
again.
how you built the pyramids?
That's the one thing I always ask myself. How the hell did they build that? Because so cold, there was no technology back then. If somebody can explain that to me.
Shall we? Can you imagine if? Yeah. So how did you build the pyramids then? If you know.
That's cool.
S U C T I O N.
Suction.
Suction.
That
Really?
doesn't make sense to us. Suction. Does that make sense to anybody? Like
Well-
a big toilet plunger.
Suction. Using what? S K Y. Using sky. Using the sky. W A
And water.
T. Water.
Hmm.
Well, water makes sense.
Yeah, but some of them things are like tons, aren't they? What did it say? Suction, sky, water.
Sky water. Rain.
Potentially.
Rain. Then sky water.
So if you put
Weight. The weight of it.
the weight
of
of it,
water.
yeah, as
Obviously
it
gonna.
dries,
Oh, okay.
potentially, almost causes like a wet patch, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's kind of like within the shade. And sometimes, if you think about it, that can cause, you know, you can't initially go like that, can you?
Mm. Don't know.
Alright, what's on your idea?
I
I didn't say you.
L U N A Luna
Oh,
R.
water, sky. Is it tidal?
Oh, yeah, okay. Where do we get to this? Yes.
But then how close to this? I don't even know what it looks like. Egypt is on a map, so I don't know. But I don't know how close to the sea, like the pyramids are. I wouldn't think they were
No.
that close because it's the
I
desert.
don't know.
I need to watch some documentaries. I think. Gravity.
Well, yeah, that's what moves the tides.
Homework.
But you don't float rocks, do you?
Did you have something available to you that we no longer have?
Good question. Friends. Yes. Ingenuity. The moon creates gravity in the sea. Yeah, as I say, the tides move. The water does get pulled with the moon. But how do you...
I wonder if they knew how to somehow harness the
And
energy
suction.
that caused and create suction with it. Somehow.
That is
I
good.
mean, even that
That is a very
knowledge,
good
just like
possibility.
If we now understand more than people who are trying
I
to
know.
study, it's like, yeah, suction, mate, because of the moon.
I suppose suction is anti-gravity in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a big toilet
Yeah.
plunger.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh. Yeah.
F. T. Woo! I'm tired now. E. F, D, A.
You discovered it in the news.
Tired. You said you're tired and I said yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
been quite an evening.
Yeah, it has.
And if you think about it,
That has gone quiet, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
When it's more
Yeah.
peaceful spirit
Yeah.
who clearly is very experienced and stuff.
One last
Is it,
one.
or is it the
Natalie,
fact
Alan,
that-
what level are you on?
they're losing energy.
5, Natalie. What's the last
Was
one?
that who Food Glory's food was,
Yeah.
Natalie? Yeah.
Alright, that was it for White House investigation, edited version of the live session, part 1. Oh, correct? Yeah. Part 1. Well, that was interesting. I actually liked watching that, and I actually watched an hour and 10 minutes without being bored. And that's good. So I usually do not watch that long. But actually, I thought it was very interesting. Why is my mic? Oh, that's why. Look, chair against the mic. I actually like knowing things about Egypt. I have great interest in Egypt, so to me, this was very interesting, especially the Nasar part. We still don't know if... No, we do know. That's forgetting. That's what you get when you watch too long and you forget the beginning part. I wanted to ask, we still don't know if it was his grandma or not. We do know because he doesn't know if Fred. Because I know he doesn't know Fred. Because I saw the live. So, if you like to see the live version of this Ouija board session, I'm going to put the link in the description. Of course, I'm going to put the link of the page of White House Investigations in the description. So if you want to subscribe to that channel, please do. Because they have very interesting stuff to look at. Very good investigations. And if you want to learn something without joining someone on the investigation, I would suggest you just look at them. Look at the videos and the investigations. And then you'll learn a lot. Even I learned a lot. So, like my video, subscribe to my videos. Make sure to tickle the bell icon so you can never miss anything.